Welcome to Queenish Sense with your girl that you love to love, right? Not to love to hate, the girl you love to love, Queen A. So today we're gonna be talking about finding your it. You know, I'm like, what you talking about, Queen A? What you talking about? Everybody always talk about finding your why. I'm like, what you talking about, Queen A? What you talking about? Everybody always talk about finding your why. Right, so today I am going live talking about finding your it. I want to say, I think it's so important because let me just tell y'all, for me, it was so hard. Everybody kept saying find your why. And I don't know if anybody was like me, but it was hard for me to find my why, right? I was like, okay, well, my why is a million things. Like, you know, and everybody's why usually is the same. Let's face it. Like, you ask like 10 people why is they doing what they doing. Most people gonna say what? Like, because of their kids, because of their family, you know, they want a better place, you know, they want to get out of debt, you know, it's just about going to be the same thing. You know, they want to take vacations, whatever that case may be. Most of
the why is the same.
Let's face it, right? The why you working is the same because you want that paycheck. Let's just fake it. You're not just there for no reason, girl. You there because you want that paycheck, right? Let's face it. That's why I want to focus on the it, because I'm like, well, for me, it wasn't as clear as finding my why, because it was like, okay, well, I found a million whys, but it still didn't add, you know, like push me or give me that push that everybody was saying. Like, well, once you find your clear why, you know, it's going to give you that push. And I heard that all over, guys. And I'm not saying, you know, your why is not important. Your why is very important. Okay? And I think your it is even more important. And we are going to be talking about breaking the it down today. You are one of them people that wants to, you know, get on here and know about, you know, find out like what your it is. Get on in here and make sure that you go ahead and subscribe and follow this channel. Okay, so let me tell you about me. If you don't know, my name is Queen A. I help kings and queens nourish their skin and mental health with my all natural products and by doing motivational videos as well. Okay, so the benefit they get moisture to their skin, because my all natural products focus from eczema to anything from heart health, you know, cancer prevention, to have all different type of properties in there as well. And you can get the links to that description of this video. I'll post a link to that as well. Okay, and motivation is what I do the most, so that's what I love doing, and that's what we're going to be talking about today, which is finding your it. Let's talk about it. Okay, so we know it starts with I. Let's just pick, you know, it starts with I, and it's a reason for that. I had to think about that, and this is something that, you know, I came up with, and I'm not a scientist, guys. I'm not like the most brilliantest person in the room, but this is just my theory, and I want to share it with you all. And, you know, please put some comments down there in the description of the video. Let me know what you think about it, because I'm excited to share it with y'all. And if you know me personally, you know I'm a very excited person. I'm always laughing and joking. So when you come here with Queen A, be, you know, ready to have some fun, laugh and joke, and get motivated as well. Like I said, it starts with I for a reason, right? So I believe the reason why it starts with I is because, let's face it, like I said, it's a million whys out there, but what is really the I? What is the I? Let's say the I is you, right? Y'all look like she pointing to me. Yeah, you. So the I is you. The I is you finding yourself. What it is that you truly, like, what is it? Who are you? So before you can do anything, you have to must first find out who you are. Who are you? Or are you the funny person? Are you the person in the room that likes to make everybody laugh? Or are you the person, you know, like just the go-getter, you know? Or are you the kid person? You know, you love kids. Or are you the fashion person? You know, every time you walk in the room, you want somebody to notice your new shoes, your clothes. Or are you the uplifting person? You know, are you the person that want to walk in the room and try to diffuse the situation or uplift everybody? You know, or who are you? I can't tell you who you are. Nobody can tell you who you are. Only you know who you are. But a lot of times, let's face it, a lot of us don't even know who we are. That's why the I is so important, right? We have to find the I. And let me explain that, guys. So if you don't know me, I'm almost 40 years old. My birthday's in a couple of days. I'll be 38. Hey, so I'm almost 40 years old. I have 4 kids. My oldest son passed away. Okay? I've had so many things in life that I've tried to done. Like I said, I've done from restaurants, you know, to I've drove forklifts, Drexels, cherry pickers. Yeah, y'all, little me was up on the Drexels and cherry pickers and forklifts and all that. Stand-up forklifts, I've drove it out. I've ran warehouses and all that. But to tell you a little bit about me, I've always been looking at videos. I've always searched YouTube, right? So all these videos I'm watching, I hear the upper-ups, everybody always say the same thing. Find your why. You see so many videos on what's your why. You know, once you really get homed in on your why, you'll be so motivated and you'll take over. And my why never left. Like, you know, my why got stronger, but my why was always like my kids. You know, I always want the better house for them, a better living for them. You know, my why became, as I start going, became as the father, not letting him down. Like my why right now is the father, not letting him down, right? And that was like, okay, I don't want to let him down. So, but who am I? I can only do that. I still had to find my I. Who am I? Who is Queen A? You know, I tried so many things. Went from jury, like I said, to all that. And in me doing that, I really had to sit back and think, like, what is it that I really like doing? You know, everybody, whoever knows me know, I've always been the uplifting person. Like, I've always been the person who wants to motivate the people in the room. You know, I've always been the person, like, you know, try to diffuse the situation. You know, I'm not saying that we don't have our crazy moments, okay? Let me say that, y'all.
Everybody had a crazy moment.
Okay, but, you know, for the most part, I've always been the one in the room trying to diffuse the situation. It's been like, you know, if you know me, you know, like, I've always been a natural person. Like, I've never wore makeup. I think I maybe wore lipstick once, like, you know, but I've never wore makeup. Except for the time I let my cousin know right before I moved out here. If you don't know me, I'm from Cincinnati. So right before I moved out here to Delaware, out here by New York, and needless to say, it's snowing like crazy, guys, now. When I moved down here, you know, right before, I had let my cousin and them, they had did some makeup and stuff on me. I wish I had a video. If I find a picture of something on there, I'll post that in the video. I'll put it up there of me, y'all. But it was so funny. We took a picture and everything. They messed up. It was so funny. But so that was the only time though, and they just wanted to see how I would look with it. And so needless to say, I've never worn makeup. I've always been a natural person. And I've always been like an uplifter, always been a motivator. And actually, I was raised by, you know, two people, like my mom and my father. I always been like the type, like, you know, to motivate anybody. My dad still texts every morning. Everybody phone in his all his contacts in his phone. So needless to say, I was raised around people who love uplifting. But I had to find, is that really what I like to do? So in doing, I'm like, you know what? That is what I like to do. Let me find something natural that I can do to help my people, you know, nourish their skin, because I love natural myself. I love natural products. And then I said, well, I love motivating people. So that's the two things that I did. And that was me. Like, that was the I. Who am I? That is who I was. The person that wants to motivate and nourish people. Like, I want to help people find natural products that are great for their skin. And I want to motivate and uplift people, guys. That is me. So that is when I found my I. And I'm like, okay. And okay, then after that was like, okay, well, why do I want to do that? Well, that's when my why kicked in, you know, and that was like the why was like my drive to my I. Like, you know what I mean? Well, why do I want to do that? Like, you know what I mean? And so my I was like basically finding me, finding who I am. And let's go over the T. The T is, okay, once you find out the I, like, okay, for me, once I found out, you know, I was the person who wants to motivate people. I was the person who, you know, wants to make all natural products to nourish and motivate people, you know, nourish people's skin and do all that. So how do I take that over? That's where the T was for me. The T was the takeover. How can I take over that? So how can I take over motivating people and nourishing people's skin? How can I come up with something to take that over? That was what my next focus became, right? So it became so clear to me. It was like, well, how do I take that over? Like, so that was the it. So it was like finding me, who am I really? And finding the T, the takeover. Like, for me, for motivation, well, how do I take over motivating people? I just had to get to it. I had to start speaking more. I had to start making videos. I had to start, you know, getting out of my comfort zone, my fear zone of just hitting the record button, right? You know, how do I take over nourishing people's skin? Because that's what I want to do. That is me. Not what everybody else wanted me to do. Not going to be going to school for nursing because that's what the normal was for the women. I'm not shade, no shade. I'm not saying there's a lot of women out there that genuinely wants to do it. I'm saying for me, I did it because it was like everybody was doing it, and that was what it was. You grew up, if you was a woman, you wanted to be a nurse or a doctor. That's just how I was raised. You know? And the guys went out there to be firefighters and police officers and things of that nature. So, you know, and you know, step out of that comfort zone. Find yourself. Find your I. You know, I challenge y'all to find your I. Who are you? Who is you? Right? But who am I? That was one thing I had to find. Who am I? How do I take it over? You know, I take it over by, you know, giving y'all the motivation, giving y'all education about y'all skin, educating y'all about the products in there that I'm using to motivate y'all. Y'all like the products? Yeah, because we have products in there to what? Nourish your mental health as well. So I have to educate you all on that, and I have to be good at that. I have to know how to take that over. Like, right? And it's not, and when I say take it over, this is not a competition. Guys, when I say take it over, take yourself over. How can I take over me? How can I take over the I? Remember, we're taking over the I. So how can you take over yourself? How can I take over myself? Right? What do I need to do? I need to start posting more videos. Well, how can I do that? By making sure I'm making the videos, for one. Right? Making sure I'm making, you know, content that my customers and my family, as y'all call y'all, will really love and take advantage of. That's how I do that. So I have nothing against the why. But I say, let the why push you to do your it. Let the why push you to do your it. Right? Because then my why was, why do I want to do that? You know, why do I want to motivate people and nourish them and educate them on their skin? Why? You know what I mean? Why do I want to take that over? And my why became clear. Because why I don't want to let the Father down. Y'all like, well, what did that have to do with letting the Father down? Because if I'm educating and motivating people to do better, I can't be letting my Father down. Because I'm always going to be leading them up better in their skin, better with their mental health. Right? So I'm only going to be using products that's focused on uplifting and motivating. And that is my I. And that is my team, my takeover. You know? Doing that, you know, motivating myself, even if it is getting in the mirror every day and saying, you know
what, Queen A, you is going to be okay today.
Today you need to go ahead and make that video. Or today you need to go ahead and do XYZ. You know what? You need to go ahead and buy them products ahead of time. You need to go ahead and make them jars ahead of time because somebody going to want them products. You know, take over your mind. I did a whole video on power of the mind. Your mind is so important. So the it is important to me. Because like I said, everybody's why is just about the same. Right? And what I mean by that is, like I said, you ask 10 people. Just try it. Ask people what is their why. Why are you doing what you want to do? Why do they have the job they have? Or why do they have that dream they have? And most people's will be the same. You think I'm lying? Ask people why they're doing what they're doing. Most people's why is going to be the same. Most people's why is going to be this. Because I want better for my kids. I want to leave behind my kids something. I want a better house. I want a vacation. Do better than I did. I want to get out of debt. You know, it's going to be something along them lines. That's most people's why. Let's just face it. That's most people's why. But if I ask y'all a lot of people can't tell me who they really are. Because a lot of us too worried about living for who everybody else wants us to be. A lot of y'all scared to live to be who you want to be. A lot of us so worried about living for other people that we can't even focus on our act. We don't even know how to find our act. Right? We don't even know who we are. When I say find your eye, that means who you are. Who are you? What is it that you really like doing? Like I'm talking about really, really, really like doing. Like if you know me, you know I really like doing this. I love motivating people to do better. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm always trying to inspire people to do better. Right? So, like I said, I'm not saying nothing against the why. But most people why is the same. So I'm challenging you to find your it. Meaning find who you are. Who is you? Meaning my name is Queen A. Who is Queen A? Who is Queen A? Who is she? I had to really find that out, and then I had to find out how to take over that. How to take over that? How do I take over what I want to do, right? I mean, how? So that was the thing that I wanted to say, and it starts with I. I don't care who say I. When you say I, you're talking about yourself. So it starts with you. Your dream, your vision, your goal, your why, everything starts with you. Right? Because you can't even have a why if you don't know who you is. Who are you? Who are you? You know, I challenge y'all to find out who you really is. And like I said, I only made this video because for me, I can't speak for nobody else. Some of y'all might found y'all why like this. And then it really did inspire y'all to take off. I'm not saying it didn't. All I'm saying is find your it. Meaning one. It means one. Find one thing that you really love doing. And for me, it's motivating. Motivating and education. That is it. That is the one thing that I really want to do and that I'm going to do. So, like, you know, find your I. And then once you find out who your I is, who you are, then find your T. Your T is the takeover. How do you go about taking it over? Do you need to get up earlier? Do you need to work out? Is it your health, you know, that you really want to do? Or do you need to eat more, you know, or do you need to eat less? Do you need to eat healthier? You know, what is it that you need to do? What is it that you need to do to take that over? Do you need to post more? Do you need to write more? You know, what is it? You know, I don't know what it is that your dreams is, but whatever it is, do you go on YouTube and watch more videos? Whatever it is, guys, find your I. For me, I tell you now, for me, it was posting more videos. For me, it was stepping out of my comfort zone, stepping out of my fear, right? I had to step out of my fear. Hit the record button, Queen A. It don't matter. It don't matter when nobody else they hit the record button because you want to uplift people. You want to motivate people. You can motivate one person out there because somebody want to listen to you. So, like I'm going to say, I challenge y'all, right? To find y'all it. Everybody has a why. You ask a million people they why and guess what they going to say? They all going to say just about the same thing. Okay, so we get it. You know, we have to find our why. But I challenge you to find your it. Because I tell you now, when you ask a million people what's their it, like they gonna look at you crazy, like, what is it that you really like doing? Then that's when the well, I really like doing this, but you know, I just do that because I've just been doing that for so long, but what I really like doing, you know, that's when you really start talking to yourself. You know, that's when the motivation kick in. Like that's when you start talking to yourself and finding yourself, when you start asking yourself, who are you? Right? But if you just asking yourself why, you still ain't found who you are. Why is a million reasons, but it is one. It can only be one reason. Find your it, you know, and then take it over. Take that baby over, run it like a car, run it over, you know, like, you know, do the little boop boop with the little, what they call that? Y'all know I'm goofy. Y'all know I'm silly. The, hydraulics and stuff, you know, take off with it. You know, but find your it. And I challenge y'all. So once again, my name is Queen A. You know, I help kings and queens nourish their skin and their mental health with my all natural products and my motivation. You know, and also you can find the links to the bottom in this video if you want to check out any of my products. I do have all natural beard creams and all natural body creams. If you don't do nothing else, like I say, find yourself. Remember that if you don't remember nothing else, find yourself. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more as well. And like I just want to let you all know, if nobody else love you, y'all know Queen A love you, and I'll be back for more now. You hear?